One.
All right, Hog Nation, welcome to 2025 Media Day. We're here with the Javelina athletes. We got everybody here so
much
far,
fun.
the cross
So much
country, tennis, but now we got the coaches. Tennis here. Who we got?
Rosa Martinez, head tennis coach.
Matthew Moreno, assistant tennis coach.
Coaches, thank you for joining us. The tennis players we were talked to about here, man, great group of kids. They're focused, team-wise. I mean, fall is team, of course. Spring is a little bit different.
Yes.
So what are you seeing with these kids nowadays on team-wise? How are they looking?
Well, I mean, it looks good because, you know, a lot of the seniors have been with us, if not 4 years,
4 years,
at least
right.
3 years. So it's looking pretty good.
How
We
about-
have some new girls in there. From
That's what I was going to
volleyball
say.
girls
They
are in
mentioned
here,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And now junior high, they're saying too as well coming up. You got a big group coming up, and it's unfortunate that you can only take so many kids to a meet.
Yeah.
You know, but of course, you know, you work hard, you get that spot, and you know you've earned it so
Yes.
far.
I just want to say kudos to both of you guys and the whole tennis program. You've seen it growing every year. I love it when I see it go by there and see more than 30 kids out there. Well, really, man, I'm like, you guys are doing something right. You know,
Right.
if you can instill a love for the game, it only helps right the program. But I think it comes from you guys because
Right.
all I heard from kids is Coach Moreno, Coach Martinez.
Yeah.
You know, so it is you're doing something right.
Right,
Yeah.
and not only that, and to elaborate on that, it goes past the high school level. You got kids there that graduated and still
Still
playing.
on
They
the
still
tennis.
come out and they want to play.
Exactly. Not only that, maybe mentor or something, you know, which is great because I know I have family members that are like, oh, are we going to go play tennis tomorrow? I'm like, it's 110 degrees.
They don't even bother. The weather doesn't bother them.
Yeah,
If they
they're-
like being out there, they're out there.
And that's one thing that I've always believed in. If you love something, you're not going to treat it like work. Because if you go and treat it like work, like, oh, I got to go do this, I got to do that, they're not really going to want to be motivated to go. But when you love it, you want to go get better. You want to do it every day. And that's the difference right there. And I
Yeah.
think that's the difference. But, no, that's great.
Yeah, we were talking with the kids, and they were saying they had a like a meet last week or something like that.
Yes, we had like
A practice
meet,
meet.
like a
Uh-huh.
practice little scrimmage with Memorial out of San Antonio at St. Mary's, and that was our first really look at the team. And so you know we had some growth that we got to do. We have a lot of freshmen this year due to the junior high program.
Right.
So now we have a lot of freshmen. So it's getting those freshmen to play at the high school level because it's a big difference from junior high to high school.
Oh, imagine.
So
Imagine.
it's getting them ready for that. I mean, but our varsity kids that are returners, they came back and you know most of them won their matches and it was it's good. We're
I was telling the kids that how was conditioning? Do you feel well out there? They're saying yes. We feel great out there. We're used to playing at 120 degree weather
I
out
was just
there.
saying, it's 120 degrees out there.
Their
Yo, where
matches
go?
are at 4:30 p.m. Right? It's usually the time that we start. So
Uh-huh.
A lot of
they can
sunscreen.
play anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So you know they have to be ready. They have to be ready.
We're talking about the little chemistry that they have because it's not they don't play with the same person over and over sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you mix it around depending on what strength each one is showing for that week. So how do you come out with that decision?
It's a lot of
Yeah, we
staying after
watch-
practice
yeah,
and
we
watching
watch,
them.
and it's like, okay, so this one's strong in the back, this is strong short. We're just
Does it matter on the opponent they're facing?
yes,
Yes.
it does.
Okay.
We have some opponents that know. I mean, some opponents that we've been playing. Most of the coaches
Right.
have been with us for years as well, so they know our weakness and we know their weakness, and so they know like that week we're gonna work cross court short because we're playing Crystal City, and we know that that's what they need to work on, or things like that. So it's kind of. It's strategy, knowing who we're going to play that week, especially in the fall since we play one school. In the spring, it gets a little different because we're playing tournament style and we don't know who we're going to play.
Right.
So, but definitely in the fall, we know, like, hey, we have Carrizo coming up. We got to do this. We know who they have, or we have Divine, we have Uvalde. Whoever they're playing, we know they're strong here. So let's try to make the match so that way we can, hopefully get the
So
win.
that's-
And it's a little hard sometimes because the kids they play ladder style by strength. So I can't have somebody that was number 1 this week drop to 6 or anything. So it's a strategy. You got to know. You can't over think that, like, hey, they're way up here, and then you find out there's down here. You kind of have to like
Keep it right.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like that's where strategy comes in and say, it's like, okay, well, this guy's strong over here, but is he stronger with playing mix? Is he stronger? Do we just need him for singles, or do we need him for? So it's a lot of communication between him and I that
Wow.
you know that we deal with in the fall.
Yes.
And I guess that's a good thing. You kind of find everybody's strength, and then it'll help you and travel into.
Yeah, and it helps them personally to develop because
Yeah.
they find their weaknesses,
Yes.
and then they themselves says, man, I need to, play
And you
the-
want to
play the net
challenge them.
better.
Yes.
I'm assuming you want to
Yeah.
challenge them. You want them to play really good teams as well, so they can be exposed to whatever their weakness
Yeah,
is.
definitely. I mean, like this year, we're introducing Somerset into the schedule. We introduced NSA Memorial. They had been playing with us, but we came back and played them this year. Because I mean, since we play 4A in the fall, we play at a different level. Especially when we come down back in the spring for 3, and they're like, oh, it's a big difference from fall to spring, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, and they love it. So that's the
Oh,
best
that's
part.
great. That's awesome, man. And then not only that, the equipment that they use, everybody has their individual rackets they want to use and stuff like that. And apparently somebody tapes their rackets all the time.
I know. They say Coach Moreno.
We were talking about that.
And I was like, do you guys know how to rap? I'm like, no, we give it to Coach
just
Moreno.
give it to Coach Moreno.
No, kanin chiflaos.
Yes, we do. We
And
have
when
them
I
a
was
little-
in school, we changed our rap like once a season. These guys like
I
almost
know.
almost every other game. I need a rap. I'm like, it's not even dirty.
So there's a strategy to wrap it. You just
Yeah.
can't just.
Yeah, it's
Well,
very
that's
similar
all.
to like a baseball, like wrapping a baseball bat, and so you kind of have to use that. But it does, it does
It
take
does
a little
that.
bit of tension and things to make sure it's right.
So it's for grip. It just kind of
Yeah.
had a better.
Yeah, there's different types. So like we have some kids that have like a sweaty hand and they need a absorbent, or they have a dry or a tacky. There's a whole bunch of different grips out there that just kind of make it easier for the player.
Right. Okay.
Right. And me was playing golf. I go, won't y'all just wear gloves or something? He's like, no, you can't wear gloves.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. What do I know?
What about rackets? Can anybody bring their own racket, or are there like official rackets they gotta play with, or how does that work?
No, most of them, especially when they're starting out, we tell them to kind of go to Walmart, Academy, buy the nice $20, $30 racket.
See if they like it.
See if they like it, if they
Sure.
like the sport. The only really thing is it's the weight. The weight is different for each one, so they have to kind of find one that's not too heavy, not too light, kind of Goldilocks right in the middle.
Right.
And then, of course, once they like it, then they go buy the $300,
Right.
$200
With the
racket.
upgrade.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Now that you got this group, junior high, you're saying there's a lot of kids in junior high.
We've been successful with it. We've had the 2
That
years.
feeds into this, right?
Yes, we've had it for 2 years, and Coach Ramirez came in this year as well. Anthony Ramirez, he's also doing the junior high team, and they took all first place, everything except for 7th grade girls, because we didn't have enough girls to make a team.
Oh, wow.
But they got first in everything.
Wow.
And the year before, same thing. We had, I think, champions and runners up. They kind of. I think the boys were the runners-up and the girls were the champions, and the other grade level. I don't remember which ones. It was the other way around.
So there's a large interest then. That's,
Yes.
that's pretty
We
good.
had
Yes.
60 kids.
We have
the
about
first year.
60. We had about 60 kids.
So how do you practice that? How do you divide? There's only a certain amount of courts you have.
And then we were having the varsity and JV at the same time, so we had to. By the time the junior high got there, it was time to. We're just going to do drills on 2 courts and have the junior high on the other 2 courts. And as soon as high school was out, then we got 4 courts, but still 60 in 4 courts.
Wow.
So do you encourage
Crazy.
to practice on their own, kind of like the
We have some
weekends
kids
and
that
stuff
are-
like that?
Yeah, we have some junior high kids that we saw in the summer that were there since like 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, it's hot. And they were there.
Well, that's like I said.
it's a
That's when they
vacation right there.
love the sport and not just
I
treat it
enjoy
like-
watching them whenever I pass by, even on weekends and stuff.
in your AC car.
Yeah, my sí está- no bajo la ventana para nada. Está lazy,
And the boss like,
No, but I just even in Juan Garcia, there's kids practicing. To me, it just shows that there's some love and interest.
Sure.
And to me, that's what you want because it builds character, community, all that, right? So that's what inspires me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hell yeah! And of course, I always know coaches are doing something right.
Right.
When you can get a kid to say, you know what, I'm not gonna be messing around. I'm gonna go put
Yeah,
some time
exactly.
in.
I'm gonna put the Xbox down and go
Yeah.
outdoors.
You know,
Yes,
'cause
exactly.
I have like 5 rackets in my house que se las enseño a Bobby cada rato. Hey, mira, no, tennis, let's do tennis.
I know.
And he's like, no.
I'm good.
Well, we had
Yeah.
a couple of surprises this year that we
Yeah.
had these seniors come out, and it's like they're doing everything. We have Bella Tapia, Alison Mata, Angela Luna, Anayeli Luna, the sister. She played in junior high, and then we missed her last year because I'm assuming that when they're freshmen, they're filling everything out
Sure.
to see if they can do
Yeah.
it. Because it's like we have a strong junior high program, or so it seems like we have a strong team, and then we come over here and we lose them. They don't show up, or we lose them to another town or something. So it's
Right.
like we're trying. And even in the boys, we had Eric Garcia come out, and it's like
Wow.
They're already athletic, and it's like you see how strong they are,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
pick it up quick, and then they like it, so they're like having fun out there, and that's what I
And
like to see that they're having
that's
fun.
the beauty. 'Cause-
Yes,
'cause that's
that they because I understand as a freshman you're kind of like, well, maybe I can only play one sport or something like that, which is not true. And I think the multi-sport athlete is more valuable. And I think between the coaches and different sports, I think you guys communicate well. Because I know when my daughter, she would do one sport and the other one is like, okay, she won't be there today. Can she work out this day?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys.
Yeah,
accommodate.
that's how we have a good relationships with the coaches, and we talk. Hey, we're gonna. So for example, on Wednesdays we play on Wednesdays. We have quite a bit of football players. We have volleyball players. They know that on Wednesdays they're going to practice.
Sure.
Coach Stoppy already said that they're going to practice in the morning, and the football players know that they're not going to be able to go to practice. And Desmond and Coach Battle really works with that.
That's good. And that's good.
Yeah,
to have
because
that
we're a
support.
small school, and
Yeah.
there's only so many students to go around with.
And a lot of times, being seniors, they're thinking, you know what, I want to try everything out. And
Which is good.
I
Another
like
one
it.
that came out was T. Fermena, and he's like potential as well. I was like, oh my God, these kids, if they would have been down here, they would have been awesome. They would have been going there. But right now, it's like, I can guarantee you that they're up there.
There's this kid, Bobby Castillo. I've heard about
Ah,
him.
you
I've
know
heard
it.
about him.
Quiero animarlo, pero he thinks I want him to do too much.
Oh, okay. No.
Right after basketball, we'll take them.
There you go. There you go. But now for the spring. That's
Yes.
right. Yes. But anyway, Coach, looks good. Looks good for this year. Good luck. And, man. So let me ask you this right before we turn off. They were trying to explain to me, how far can they go in teams? All the way to state?
All the way to state.
Okay.
All the way to
You
state.
go all
So
the way to
you-
state.
Okay. Because they were saying about rounds and stuff like that. So as teams, they can go all the way to state. And then spring is individual.
Individually. yeah,
Okay.
All the way.
All
to
So
right.
how many rounds are there to state?
It's the same by district, area, regionals,
And
and,
then- so-
all the way through. Whatever. I think it's 5. I think
Wow.
5
Wow.
rounds to state.
That's good.
It's the
Well,
same as basketball.
Well, good luck on that, Coach. You got a good team. You got a good group of
Yes.
kids that are really, really,
Great
really
athletes.
involved. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think they're going to do good.
You
But
can see the passion when they talk about it. So
I just
That's true.
Nah, pero I do.
Because they're not, double booked.
right, yeah, that's true.
Nah, but I do enjoy watching them. Boy, they're casa, bruto. Especially when they don't have to be there and they're there.
Oh, yeah.
Even runners, right? I see cross country runners
Oh,
running
yeah.
solos.
Yes, uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
They wouldn't pay me enough for me to start running for
Yeah.
anything. Not even when I was in high school.
Yo digo, a mí me vienes corriendo. You better join me because there's
Yeah,
something
something
behind. You know, perro. There's a vamos.
All right. All right, Coach. Well, thank you for joining the Other Guy Sports Show. Got a lot of people, Hog Nation
thank
out
you.
there
That was fun.
supporting every sport. They know that, man, they got a good investment with these kids. So thank you very much. From the Other Guy Sports Show, we'll be right back with more interviews as we got volleyball and football still coming up. Tennis coaches doing a great job. Talk to you in a bit.